Do you know that over the last decade, the number of children who have been diagnosed with asthma or allergies at a very young age has actually doubled percentage-wise? It is true that sometimes the development of these symptoms may be well beyond our control. There is a huge factor that we have so much control over when it comes to this issue, and that is your house. It's time to look at our homes as a tool that can support our health and wellness. It's more than just a roof over our heads. In fact, so many of us have just completely missed the mark on removing these contributors to asthma and allergies from our homes. VOCs from cleaning products and paints and air fresheners can irritate the respiratory system and increase the risk of asthma and allergies in children. Formaldehyde released from furniture, carpets, and pressed wood products, it can trigger asthma and allergy symptoms in kids. And you better believe that I'm going to mention mold. Mold spores found in either damp areas or in dust are directly correlated with worsening respiratory issues like asthma and allergies. So let's take a look at this a little more in depth. I'm Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I'm here with our weekly video and tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and wellness rather than burdening it down. And as you might have guessed, this week we're going to talk about how to reduce toxins and chemicals and allergens inside your space to lessen the risk of asthma and allergies developing among you or your children. So in truth, our homes are more than just a place for our families. We actually bring in a lot of items and things that contribute to an unhealthy space. So our homes house many things we actually never intended to introduce to our space, like chemicals, dust, mold, and those with sensitivities to different allergens can become highly affected by these unwelcomed guests. It's especially true when the source for these problems is in a sleeping area of some kind. So the first is dust and dust mites, and it's a huge cause for allergy sufferers. And the biggest problem is that dust is really everywhere. It settles on every surface of our homes, and it gets forgotten about in corners and top ledges and shelves. And dust that settles into our mattresses, our upholstered furniture, and our soft toys quickly houses dust mites. These dust mites, dead or alive, are a large contributor to allergy symptoms that flare up. There's also pet dander. Our furry friends can contribute to the home's environment and can cause cross-contamination from outside toxins as well. Their dander and the toxins they bring in can easily spread throughout the home and can stick around for quite a while before it's cleaned. Homes with high moisture have been found to have not only more illness, but more allergy flare-ups due to the increased mold spores and the high humidity levels inside. High moisture in a home can also create an environment where dust mites reproduce at an increased rate. And then we need to talk about chemicals. Chemicals are unfortunately everywhere, but when they are in a home, they tend to be more irritating due to the fact that our indoor air rarely gets replaced with fresh air from outdoors. Chemicals from cleaning products and different materials you bring inside your home can irritate and trigger allergy symptoms and are usually found in multiple sources. And then there's combustion devices. This would be any gas appliance you have in your home. Things like water heaters, gas fireplaces, gas ranges or stoves, your furnace perhaps, and all of these have pipes that vent the harmful combustion gas of CO2 and natural gas out of your home. Natural gas has been found to be an irritant to those who suffer from asthma, and it can trigger allergic type responses in those with environmental allergies. So if your child or yourself or anyone in your home does have allergies or perhaps asthma, there's some really great habits that you can start doing to improve the health of your space. You can actually prevent an increased risk of asthma and allergies by doing these things on a regular basis. First and foremost, we want to clean regularly. So what your grandma told you about dusting and vacuuming, it really may hold its weight. Getting rid of dust on a regular basis will truly help with allergies. Kids can be especially sensitive to small amounts of dust, and cleaning regularly will help prevent buildup of dust on baseboards and fan blades. Be sure not to use a toxic dusting spray. Use a wet dust cloth to remove as much dust as possible. Wet dusting is the best way to remove all of this toxic dust from your home. Vacuuming can also be an incredibly useful tool when it comes to reducing dust. And the trick is to make sure you're using a vacuum that has a high quality HEPA filter. Cleaning the HEPA filter is going to be key, though, to reducing dust while vacuuming. And the second tip to removing all that dirt and dust is to get in the corners and the edges. And don't forget fan blades and HVAC grates. You can also invest in an air purifier to help reduce even more dust inside your space. Second, we want to remove synthetic fragrances of any kind. So this is candles, plug-in scents, room sprays, anything that has fragrance added to it can definitely irritate children, and in particular those with allergies and asthma. The ingredients used in these products are often not disclosed due to trade secret regulations, and essentially they are made by chemists combining different chemicals together to create a scent. And unfortunately, these chemicals are not safe for our bodies and can evoke an allergic response. So now the great news is that you can easily remove synthetic fragrance products and replace them with other natural options if you have to have a scent in your home. You can use essential oils, which are not only safer, but usually they're something that will help support the immune system and offer emotional support to anyone who's around them. Okay, are you looking for the specific steps to take to create a healthier space inside your home? I have created a brand new free ebook that you can download. It will outline the steps for you and help you figure out what to do in your space, in what order. It's going to help you create a space that isn't going to burden down your body. In fact, it's going to help support your health and support your wellness instead. Just head to the link at the bottom of the video description that says ebook and you can download your free copy. And then you need to look at your cleaning products. So the same synthetic fragrances are also found in our cleaning products, as well as other solutions and solvents. Unfortunately, the chemicals used in cleaning products often produce an unpleasant odor, and so they're covering it up with more chemicals and toxins to mask the scent. You want to make sure that you're using a plant-based cleaning solution. I love Aspen Clean, which is also EWG verified and a very safe option for your home. If you live in the Midwest, like my family, you might have a wood-burning fireplace or a wood-burning stove. And while we love ours and use it often in the winter, it actually can be a source of irritation for those with more sensitive respiratory tracts. On top of which, it can be difficult to assess if your wood-burning stove or fireplace is actually adding pollution to the air. So we want to have the room incredibly ventilated. I would also recommend getting an indoor air monitor, which I have linked in this week's blog post. It's going to notify you if you're adding too much pollution to your indoor air with the smoke and particulate matter that can come from wood fires. Finally, you need to pay attention to your gas appliances. This is another source of indoor irritation, and your furnace, your gas stove, your water heater, your dryer, or your gas fireplace all contribute to this. All of these systems in your house release combustion air outside. Now, the problem occurs when there is either a problem with the combustion gas venting or with the appliance itself, or if it's very old and has a pilot light that is not enclosed. Having either an indoor air carbon monoxide detector near any gas appliance or utilizing an indoor air quality monitor will help keep these items in check for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you can take at least one idea from this week's video and blog post and apply it in your own space. I hope you will subscribe to my channel because I am here every single week with new tips and new ideas on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and your wellness.